I was at the mall the other day and this woman's little girl kept wandering away from her. Then some old lady went up to the little girl and told her there were people that lived in secret rooms in the mall and would snatch little kids and put needles in their heads. The little girl's mom was not amused. Don't touch that. It'll turn to spiders. I told one of my nieces, I told them that they had to hold an adult hand when they were crossing the road or else police will come and arrest them and they'd be put in jail. The oldest one then tried to run across the road by herself, but just as they got to the edge of the road, a cop car came around the corner and she ran back to me crying, saying she'd never do it again and begged me not to let them take her to jail. Coconuts or bear eggs. As a kid, my dad convinced me there was a species of mountain goat that had evolved with longer legs on one side so it could balance on steep slopes. I was a dumbass kid. My mom told my brother and I that a penguin lived behind the fridge, and if we left the door open for too long, we'd steal his cold and he'd get mad and come out and bite us. It worked only on my brother. I asked my mom to move the fridge so I could pet the penguin. Oh no, this isn't cola, it's black water. You wouldn't like it. My dad tried to tell me he was eating liver when I knew it was steak. After enough whining, he gave me some. It was liver. That's not juice, it's camel's blood. My sister's attempt at averting her kids' attention from the expensive pomegranate juice. When I would volunteer at the pediatric center, the kids wouldn't understand walking with an IV and would just take off running. Parents started tying balloons to the top of the pole, drawing smiley faces and giving the balloons hats. It was now Bobby who would cry if he lost his hat, and they had to hold on to him and walk carefully. Also, most kids aren't special enough to lose their hair. Oh, well ain't that nice? Dragonflies are called sower bugs and they sew your mouth shut when you lie. Grandma told us to smell each other's farts would make us stronger. Worst Christmas ever for us. Funniest Christmas for her. That the police would pull us over or we would straight up all die if I turned one of the lights on in the car at night. My mom used to tell me that watching a dog poop would make you go blind. I thought TV hosts from live news can see me. I don't know, did someone say this to me or did I think of this on my own? That quicksand was gonna be a huge problem later in life. That my mom's food was spicy. My brother and cousin convinced me for a period of time that when I was little I had a sister living in Australia named Sarah. There was in fact no such sister. My son was convinced by his two sisters and two female cousins that he was left by aliens because people with our last name couldn't have boys. I woke to him crying one night saying, "I want to go home." We laugh now. Back then, not so much. My mom convinced my cousin that she had a child before my brother, and I named Christopher that got sucked up in the vacuum. It was her way of getting to stay out of the way while she cleaned after asking out they didn't work, lol. Every few years, my cousin, now a married father in his 30s, will get drunk and curse her out for that lamau. That if I made a face, it would stay that way, or if I sat too close to the TV, I'd go blind. And my parents found me in a basket in front of a Korean pancake store. They said they found my older brother under a bridge, and when they came home with my younger brother, I was like, ah, yes. They found him at the hospital. My sister told me that my real name was Frogmella, and my mom and dad just called me my normal name so people wouldn't think we were weird. I fully believed this till I was about 7. Then my dog was paying rent. My friend believes Santa came out of the dishwasher and put gifts under the tree until they started public school, and we're all like, he comes down the chimney. Lasagna's made out of horses. Now we do have time for just one more entry. Only this time, it's the kid that is lying. Me telling my mum that I saw the Easter Bunny and he was pink, fluffy, and fat. It was my mum in her pink dressing gown.